Good morning, dear students. You all are welcome in a new session of Learning Digitally. Today, we will be learning a new chapter, that is a chapter number 4, Financial Planning. So today in this video, in the chapter Financial Planning, before we learn in the chapter, we will see what are we going to learn throughout the chapter. So in this chapter we will be learning the GST, that is what is a GST basic, then GST, that is a tax invoice. We will learn how tax invoice means a bill which have a transaction of GST in it, and we will be learning the computation and ITC, which means the calculation. ITC stand for input tax credit. So these are the three topics we will be learning in this chapter. Previously, before the syllabus is omitted, we had one more topic, share mutual fund and systematic investment plan, which has been omitted from your now current syllabus. So now you have only these three topics to learn. So let us see what is a GST. GST stand for Goods and Service Tax. The full form of GST is Goods and Service Tax. Goods means which we can see and touch, the thing which we can see and touch, like laptop, mobile phones, branded clothes, etc. And services means which we cannot see but feel the services, like restaurant service, air travel service, entertainment service, and many more. Before GST came into the effect, there were different form of taxes collected by the government, like VAT, excise, purchase tax, service tax, central tax, luxury tax, entry tax, and many other. Now all this tax is been incorporated into one known as GST. The basic aim of bringing GST into effect is one nation, one tax. It is given by the slogan known as One Nation, One Tax. So GST is in effect from 1st July 2017. Now GST, whatever is collected and paid, is paid under two components, which means GST have two components. First one is CGST and SGST. C stand for central, S stand for state. So CGST is to be paid to the central government and SGST to be paid to the state government, which means the GST whatever collected or paid, half of it goes to the central government and exact half of it goes to the state government. For example, dealer paid 18% GST. So half of 18 is 9%. So 9% goes to the central government and 9% goes to the state government. So this condition is for the when trading is going interstate, within the state, for example from Nagpur to Pune. So in this case, this two component is used to pay the GST. Suppose trading is going intrastate, means going between two different states. So in this condition, GST is directly paid to the central government known as IGST. Here I stand for integrated. Integrated means combined together. Your central GST and state GST is combined together and paid to the central government under the file IGST. So whoever's annual turnover exceed more than 20 lakh, that dealer have to register him or her into the GST portal. It is mandatory, which means it is compulsory. So what that GST portal do? It gives unique identification number to dealer known as GSTIN, which means it is GST identification number. This identification number have 15 alphanumeric numbers. So which means there are 15 alphanumeric numbers in identification number of GST. We will learn what are this 15 number now. Details of 15 digit in GST identification code. The first 2 digit is a state code as a state code of Maharashtra is 27. So we can understand that particular identification number is registered under which state. Different state have different identification state code. Now next 10 digit is a PAN card number of that particular dealer. So your 2 plus 10 is 12. So your 13th digit is a number which shows the registration of GST identification number. Your 14th digit is alphabet Z. It is set by default and it is uniform for all in identification number. And your last digit shows the validity of identification number when it is logged into the GST portal. So this is about detailed information about your GST identification number. Now we will see the rate of GST. Before that we will see HSN code. So here, what is HSN code? The full form of HSN code is Harmonized System of Nomenclature, which means each product which is under the GST, on which GST is charged, it is given HSN code. It is declared by HSN code. All goods are classified by giving numerical code. So now what is the rate of GST? It lies between 0% to 28%. 0% is levied on the essential commodities which we use in our day-to-day life. We will see the chart to understand more about rate of GST. As I said you that 0% is charged on essential commodities. Whatever product we use in our day-to-day life like rice, wheat, etc., 0% of GST is charged on that particular product. 5% GST is charged on the item of mass consumption like spices, mustard oil, tea, coffee, etc. 12% is charged on the processed food like bread, milk and all other dairy or you can say bakery product. 18% is charged on fast moving consumer good product like refrigerator, smartphone, mobile bill, etc. The product which is produced at the faster rate. And the last is a 28% which is charged on a luxurious product like car, tobacco, aerated drink, alcohol and many more. So we have to keep in mind that GST is charged 0%, 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. At present, electricity, petrol, diesel are not under the purview of GST, which means GST is not charged on this particular items. So I hope you all understood what is the basic concept regarding the GST. You have to only remember the full form of GST, the rate of GST which lies from 0 to 28%, and it have a two component, that is central which means CGST and state which means SGST. So whatever GST charged, half goes to central government and half goes to the state government. So now to understand more about the basic concept regarding the GST, we shall see the practice set 4.1 to understand GST. So your first question is, Pawan Medical supplies medicines. On some medicines the rate of GST is 12%. Then what is the rate of CGST and SGST? So as you know that it is a half goes to central and half goes to state. So as it is 12%, 6% will be paid to the central government and 6% will paid to the state government. So now we will see how to write the answer. The rate of GST is 12%. The rate of CGST will be half of the rate of GST. We have expressed the formula. Now we will substitute the value half into 12, that is 6%. The rate of SGST is equal to the rate of CGST, that is also a 6%. Coming to the next question, question number 2 from practice set 4.1. On a certain article, if a rate of CGST is 9%, what is the rate of SGST and what will be the rate of GST? So GST rate will be double to 9% and SGST will remain same. So double of 9% is 18%. The rate of SGST and CGST are equal to each other. For that reason, the rate of SGST is 9%. The rate of GST is equals to the rate of CGST plus SGST, that is 9 plus 9, 18%. So these two questions, your question number 1 and question number 2, is only to make you understand the basic component of CGST and SGST. So I hope you all understood it now. So we can move to the third question and understand how to solve the calculation of GST. Question number 3 is, MS Real Paint sold 2 tins of luster paint and taxable value of each tin is 2800 rupees. If the rate of GST is 28%, then find the amount of CGST and SGST charged in a tax invoice. First I'll explain you question. Here taxable value, which means it is a cost price of that particular tins. Cost price means on which GST is not charged. Why it is known as taxable? Taxable means on that particular thing you have to apply the tax. So here your question is, you have to find the amount of C and S GST charged in tax invoice. Tax invoice means bill. So here your question is MS. Your MS is an abbreviation for Messrs. Messer in English means one or more unit working together, which means a trading if you see in a trading language, business which runs in a partnership. If the particular thing is running in a partnership, they have to write the name using the abbreviation MS. So I hope you all understood the question. We'll see the rate of luster paint is 2800 rupees, means cost price of that particular tin, single tin, is 2800 rupees. The quantity is 2, so taxable amount will be multiplied by 2, that is 5600 rupees. On this we have to charge 28% GST, but instead of GST, C and S is asked, so we will do half of it, that is 14%. So what is 14% of 5600? 100 will get cancelled. 14 multiplied by 56, it is 784 rupees. As amount of CGST is 784 rupees, the amount of SGST will also be 784 rupees. Let's see the last question of this session. What is the last question? The taxable value of wristwatch belt is 586 rupees, which means the cost price of that particular belt is 586 rupees. Rate of GST is 18%. On that 586 rupees, 18% GST is charged. You have to write the final amount of belt for the customer. So now the rate of GST is 18%. Amount of GST on belt, we will see what it is. It will be 18% of 586, that is 18 upon 100 into 586. So 18 multiplied by 5.86, which gives you 105.48 rupees. So the taxable value is 586 rupees and GST charge is 105.48 rupees. So what will be the final amount? Price of a belt is equals to taxable amount plus GST. So your taxable amount is 586 plus 105.48, which will give you 691.48 rupees. So the final amount of the belt for the customer is 691.48 rupees. So now today in this session we have solved 4 questions by understanding the introduction of GST. In the next session we will solve next 3 questions. Now I want you all to write this 4 questions in an algebra notebook. Thank you.